Good morning, Year 1. For today's maths lesson, you are learning to compare number sentences. We're going to begin with our anchor. You need to use the word bank to complete the sentences below. You're deciding, are these numbers greater than, less than, or equal to these numbers? Pause the video now and have a go. I'm now going to go through the answers. 16 is greater than 14. 8 is less than 18. And 5 is equal to 5. So today we are talking about comparing number sentences, and here Rosie has represented a calculation using 10 frames. What calculation has Rosie represented? We can see that she has used two different coloured counters. She's used red and yellow. There are 8 red counters and she has added 7 yellow counters. The calculation will be 8 add 7. This time Amir has represented a different calculation. He has used 7 red counters and he has added 6 yellow counters. So this time the calculation will be 7 add 6. And we can compare calculations by using the language greater than or less than. And here we've got Rosie's, so this represents 8 plus 7. Here we've got Amir's calculation, 7 plus 6. Before we can compare them, we need to work out the answer to the problems. So if we look at 8 plus 7, Rosie's got a complete 10 frame here, so that's worth 10. And then there are 5 counters here. So altogether, she's got 15 counters. Amir has got a full 10 frame, so 10, and then 3 counters here. So altogether, he's got 13 counters. So now we know that 8 plus 7 is greater than 7 plus 6 because 15 is a greater number than 13. And we can actually say this in a different way. What we could do is say 7 plus 6 is less than 8 plus 7. Okay, so here there are some different calculations for you to complete. You need to decide whether the answer to this problem is greater than, less than, or equal to the answer to this one. And I would like you to complete all 4 questions. Pause the video now and have a go. Okay, I'm now going to explain the answers. 3 plus 9 is 12. That is less than 13. Again, 12 is greater than 11. 12 is equal to 12. 18 is greater than 17. Well done if you got all of those. This time Rosie has represented a different calculation using the 10 frames. What calculation has Rosie represented? This time, Rosie has started with 13 red counters and then she has crossed some of them out. So what she has done is she has taken away, she has subtracted. She started with 13 and then she took away 4. So the calculation is 13 take away 4. Now Amia has represented a different calculation. This time Amir started with 12 red counters, and once again he has crossed some out, so he has taken some away, and we can see that he has taken away 5. So this time Amir has represented 12 take away 5. And what we're going to do now is to compare the two calculations. Here is Rosie's, 13 take away 4, and here is Amir's, 12 take away 5. Again, we're going to use the words greater than or less than to complete this sentence. Before we can complete it, we need to work out the answer to these problems. So Rosie started with 13, she took 4 away, and now we can count how many she was left with. And we can see she was left with 9. Amir started with 12 counters, then he took 5 away, and he has been left with 7. So now we can complete the sentence. We know that 13 take away 4 equals 9, and that 9 is greater than 7. Once again, we can talk about this sentence in another way. And we can say 12 take away 5 is less than 13 take away 4. Okay, there are some more problems here for you to try. This time you're working with some subtraction number sentences. You need to once again decide whether this side is greater than, less than, or equal to this side. So first of all, you need to work out the answers and then you can compare. Pause the video now and have a go. Okay, I'm now going to go through the answers. 14 take away 3 is 11, and that is greater than 9. 11 is equal to 11. 11 is greater than 9. And 9 is less than 11. We can actually use some different symbols to compare numbers. You have come across these before. We've got the less than symbol, the equal to symbol, and the greater than symbol. So if we wanted to write 18 is greater than 15, we need to use the greater than symbol. And it looks a little bit like a crocodile, and always remember that the crocodile wants to eat the larger number. Okay, you're now going to practice using these different symbols yourselves. You've got some different number sentences. pause the video and have a go. See if you can work out which symbol belongs in the missing circle. And I'm now going to go through the answers. Okay, so 12 is less than 13. 12 is greater than 11. 12 is equal to 12. 18 is greater than 17. 11 is greater than 9, sorry. 11 is equal to 11. 11 is greater than 9. And 9 is less than 11. Okay, so here there are some different questions for you to try. For question 1, you need to draw counters to represent each addition. So you choose 2 different colours to use. And then here you are using the words less than, greater than or equal to compare these number sentences. And on question 2, you're doing some subtraction. You need to cross out some of the counters to show each subtraction. And then again, you're writing in the missing phrase here. And then you're moving on to using the greater than, less than or equal to symbols. Decide which one needs to go where. And then here, you need to think of different ways that you could complete this number sentence. So you're coming up with some of your own. And then for gold, you are creating some number sentences using the numbers on the digit cards. Here you are deciding whether this statement is true or false, and then you can prove it and show the answers to these to explain why. And here you are deciding what number could be hidden. So there are 3. You need to give 3 different possibilities, but there are lots of different answers that you could have. And then there are some reasoning questions to move on to. And finally, some platinum challenges.